weekend for round one in Kamloops, British Columbia. We competed in the WCAN Amateur National throughout the week with Caleb on a 65, finishing some top 10 overalls. Had Dylan Rempel rode both the intermediate classes, won all 6 motos, and prepared for his race on Sunday. And then Sunday's racing went well. Dylan, as a rookie 14-year-old, went 7-7 for 8th in his pro debut, so we're super happy with that. Tanner had a little bit of issues in the first moto, struggled to get through the pack, ended up 6th. And then Moto 2 for Tanner, he had some mechanical issues that we brought him in for, so we ended up the 13th overall. But great spectator turnout, huge rider turnout, successful weekend for us, and ready for round 2.
Okay, and what are you hoping for this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend Caleb's out here doing amateur day. Dylan won't do it, only the big amateur races, so he's not racing, but Caleb's out here competing in top 5 this weekend. And then come to Pro Day, we hope that Dylan can get some good starts and consistent moto finishes. For him, the goal is just to stay inside that top 10, no crashes. And Tanner, we're just trying to get him back up on that podium and start picking away at the leaderboard for the rest of the year.
It was a little bit of an up and down weekend. I mean, we came in with high hopes, as does everybody. You think you've done all the prep that you can do, and you know, it's the first kind of shakedown where you go at it with everybody else. And I don't think we weren't far off of our expectations, but certainly we're off a little bit. And then obviously the crash with Sean in the second 450 moto was a little bit disheartening. You know, you kind of look at it and you're not sure at the time, you know, is that the season? Is he done? We're going to see him again. Good news is, you know, popped the shoulder out, went to the hospital, got it put back in, took it fairly ginger this week, went out and rode Calgary yesterday and was able to pound some motos. So
what are we expecting this weekend?
What are we expecting this weekend? Better starts than what we've gotten. You know, we focused a little bit on that this week for sure, being that, you know, we didn't get great starts. The 450 guys did pretty good. They were in the top, you know, 5 or 6 each time, so they were kind of where they needed to be. 250 guys were further back, so, you know, we're not going to be able to give those guys that much of a gap in that 250 class at the first few laps, being that, you know, it's especially 15-minute sprint motos out here. So we definitely need to be better on the starts, and I think the big thing was just staying on the motorcycle. I think Weston was the only one that stayed on the motorcycle every moto last weekend, which was awesome and super consistent. We need everybody. No tip overs, no fall downs, and hopefully, you know, podiums in both classes are not out of reach.
Last weekend, Kamloops went probably a little bit better than I expected. We had some injuries in the off season, kind of got a fill-in rider for the 450. So it all turned out well. The guys went 4.5, 4.5 in both classes for 4th overall, so I couldn't really ask anything better. It was solid.
Okay, and what are your expectations for this weekend coming up?
I think both guys now have a bit of confidence. We know where things stand, and the bikes seem good, so I think top 5 should be a realistic goal again for this weekend.